Dennis Rodman rose from obscurity to become the NBA's bad boy.
I was bigger than the game. I was actually more famous than the game.
This is Dennis Rodman, as bad as he wants to be. Beyond the Glory, next on FSN.
Rodman shoots from ahead of the key, drills a 20-footer.
He is one of the greatest players in NBA history.
Down the lane, Rodman. Amazing. There it is. Dennis Rodman's first career triple-double.
I was bigger than the game. I was actually more famous than the game. I'm going to be the bride today.
He went from a shy, non-assuming kid to a megastar.
Most people evolve, he revolted.
Dennis Rodman, in handcuffs, charged with misdemeanor battery.
The party life kind of took its toll.
Police say Rodman faces a number of charges, including driving under the influence of alcohol.
They're not laughing with you anymore. They're laughing at you.
It had gotten to a really bad point.
There's been many times I could have been 6 feet under easily.
He really is very emotionally fragile.
He's one of the most strong-willed people I've met in my life.
I think there's always going to be a mystery to him.
I'm not going to die without completing what I've been put on this earth to do.
This is Dennis Rodman, Beyond the Glory.
Absolutely outstanding. Unbelievable.
There's the footage that he's done on baseball.
Do you have anything to say to your fans?
March 2004. A minor league basketball game between the Kansas City Knights and the Long Beach Jam. And for Dennis Rodman, a humble return after 4 years to the game where he'd once been a superstar.
Dennis Rodman is back.
To go from being one of the greatest players in the world to playing for a team like the Long Beach Jam, I mean, you got to be able to swallow your pride and take a huge step back.
When I started this venture, it wasn't for people to see that I could go play ball again. My goal was to get back in shape and just to look presentable.
Rebound, Rodman.
You know, I'm not doing this for people, I'm doing this for myself.
For more than a decade, Dennis Rodman loomed larger than life. He was one of basketball's great performers and most colorful personalities.
He's bohemian. He's Moulin Rouge, the movie. That's Dennis Rodman. I mean, he's creative. He's just a different kind of artist.
He's not like an athlete. He's more like a rock star.
When you say Dennis Rodman, you are taking on way more than, you're taking on 10, 11 guys in one guy.
But after leaving the NBA in 2000, Rodman made headlines for all the wrong reasons. While his lifestyle, fueled by alcohol, kept his closest companions in constant fear.
I was concerned about him physically. I was concerned about him mentally. I was concerned about him in every way.
The amount of alcohol he was consuming and the environment he was putting himself around and just the atmosphere, the element of people was just, it was crazy.
I was scared to death. He's going to party and rage till he's out of money, he's totally broke, and then he's going to end his life.
But Dennis Rodman's path has never been predictable. Now sober, he's determined to reinvent his story and his character one more time.
No matter how crazy the ride is, as you go along, you still come back to where you started. And that's where he's at. He's back to where he started.
My life is a movie. You got your good points from the beginning of the movie. You got your sad points. You got your bad points. You know, you go and correct some of the mistakes you've done in the script. And then you end up with what? A happy ending.
Dennis Rodman grew up with 2 younger sisters in the Dallas neighborhood of South Oak Cliff, a crime-riddled section of town.
We have lived in some neighborhoods that was not the best neighborhoods, so I never could allow my kids to come home and be by themselves.
Once people saw me, they thought I was going to be a bum, a loser, go to jail, do drugs, be dead, you know, because that's where I came from.
Dennis's father, Philander Rodman, left the family behind when Dennis was 3. He eventually fathered more than 25 other children.
Anybody that don't have a father, it's kind of difficult just because you want somebody there. No one can ever take place of your natural father, your blood.
It didn't work out with my husband, and I always thought over the years that Dennis has always faulted me for that.
I don't think it was that fault. I think the fact that my father, he liked to produce, and he produced in every other, driveway.
With her husband gone, Shirley maintained strict discipline to keep her kids in line. She worked overtime to put food on the table, even driving the local school bus.
I was mean and tough, but I genuinely loved the kids, but I think that I might have been able to give them a few more hugs. Maybe back then that might have been better, but I don't know if I had the time.
Don't remember when my mother ever hugged me or anything. I don't remember that. I remember see how he embraced us and held us, and I can't even think of one.
Shirley's tough love kept her kids out of trouble. But while her daughters flourished, Dennis withdrew.
Dennis was real shy. He's really shy. It was like, he just wouldn't talk to anybody.
The girls kind of overshadowed him a little bit, and I imagine it was pretty difficult for Dennis to cope with just women in his life.
She tried to give me somebody to put in my life, a male figure. She went like the big brother, big sister organization, tried to go give me a big brother, but it wasn't the same. I mean, it was more like just pawning me off to somebody else.
The one place Dennis came alive was on the basketball court. He teamed up with his sisters at a nearby gym.
They was pretty much better than anybody. They was better than everybody, even guys. I mean, they would go out there and play with guys like it was nothing.
He played real good. It was like, I was the point guard, and he was the post player, and my sister was like a forward or something.
I did that every day for like 5 or 6 hours a day. I just lived there. I tried to go home and go to bed.
But while Kim and Deborah became high school stars who drew college scholarships, Dennis drifted through his teens.
He didn't have any interest in anything except for the gym and pinball machines, and that's it.
I can't even begin to portray to you the shy young man that we're talking about. The one that held on to my skirts. The one was so shy he wouldn't even date. Dennis didn't even date.
But Dennis was changing. At age 20, he abruptly shot up in height, from 5'9" to 6'8".
Even today, I still feel like that, I'm not a big person, but sometimes I catch myself like, wait a minute, hold on, I'm 6'8". Wow, I'm Dennis Rodman. I'm this guy.
Playing in the gym, Dennis caught the eye of college scouts. In 1983, coaches from southeastern Oklahoma State tracked him down at home and offered him a scholarship.
I think that really put a light on top of my head and said, wait a minute, hold on. I got to do something in my life, and it's got to be something positive.
Southeastern Oklahoma State was in the middle of rural farm country. Dennis was living at the college that summer and coaching a basketball camp when he met an 11-year-old local boy named Brian Rich.
I was a foot smaller than everybody, so I had to really, dig down and hustle, and, that's what he kind of liked.
Every day that week, he came by my side the whole time. He was with me the whole time. He did everything I did. He went to practice, I went to practice. If I died on the floor, if I died, he died. If I go jump in the stands, he goes. I mean, every little thing I did, he did it. And he pulled a good one on me the last day of the camp. He said, I want you to come to dinner in my house. I'm like, what?
I'm 11 years old, and, they're thinking, well, I'm going to, bring one of my buddies home. They're same age, same size, then I come walking in the door with with a 6'9" black guy. There's not a whole lot of black people up there.
His dad looked at me like I was some lost alien or something. He's like, wait a minute, hold on, this your friend? This is your friend? This 6'8" black guy, 22-year-old guy is your friend?
Everybody was kind of uneasy at first because it was like, having dinner with the president,
When I went there, he sprung another one on me. He said, he asked his mother, father, could I spend a night? And they just looked and dropped their jaws and said, hold on, we'll be right back.
Hey, just let him stay the night and take him back in the morning.
And from that day on, I was with that family for 4 years.